Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Rosie, and on this channel we talk about everything personal growth. From mindfulness to manifestation, psychology to spirituality, I bring it all together for you guys to help you raise your vibration and come into soul alignment. I'm so happy to be back. I have been off social media. Well, I've been on it, but I haven't been creating content for probably I think it's been 6 weeks or something like that. And before that, I was on a roll. I was creating so much content and I was loving it so much. But I want to talk about why I took a break from creating content, where I've been, what I've been doing, and why I'm now back. The reason why I've been gone is because I think sometimes when we're going through a massive awakening in our life, we need to take a step back from giving and putting out there, and we really need to look internally on such a deep level and not be really, it's not even selfish, but just be really focused on yourself for a little bit, because if we don't focus on ourselves and if we don't do the work that we need to do, then there's no way we can really give back to other people. This has kind of just been a time in my life of silence, and it's annoying to my ego because my ego wants to do all of these things, and my mission and my passion is creating videos and talking about all this stuff and having programs and coaching and all these different things. But for a little while I had to stop doing that because it wasn't giving me the space to look internally. It wasn't giving me the time. It wasn't giving me the strength or the energy to really put myself first and be okay, what do I need to do? What's all the shit that I need to move through? What are all the beliefs that I need to look at and let go of in order to level up into the next version of my being? And we can't really do that when we're managing a whole bunch of other stuff, which is hard because in the world that we live in, a lot of the times we don't get the opportunity to put down our job. We don't get the opportunity to not deal with our children or whatever else is going on for us. And luckily I'm fortunate enough that I could take a step back and continue doing some things, but take a massive step back from social media to be able to have that space and that time for myself to really just focus on me and focus on weaving through all of the stuff that needs to go, all of the habits, all the mental stuff, all the physical stuff, and really make a set plan on what allows me to be in soul alignment. And of course, soul alignment is this massive topic that I teach on, that I talk about, that I help people get to, because that's what this journey has been for me. And I think that a lot of people grow up, and everybody grows up, and we get told belief systems, we get told how things have to be, we get shamed, we get guilt, we get all these things, and we really form into a version of ourselves that's not authentic to our soul. It's a version of ourselves that we use to protect ourselves, to get acceptance from other people so we can accept ourselves. It's a version that oftentimes is so far from who God or our creator or whatever you want to call it wants us to be. And for me, it's been a process of, we really have to learn what those things are. We really have to understand what have I put onto myself, and what do I think is me but it's really not me? What are the beliefs? What are, how do I look? How do I dress? What do I eat? All of these things, and shifting through what other people think is right for us and then what's really right for us. And the only person who knows what's right for us is ourselves. The only person, people can have intuitions about I feel like it would be really great for you to do this or that, and that's what a coach and a therapist and a mentor, that's what they do. But at the end of the day, even they can be wrong. We really have to listen to ourselves. Even the smartest people, even the best coaches, even it doesn't matter who you are, they're going into it with their own ego, with their own subconscious. They might have great intentions, but they don't know what's going on in your soul. They don't know what's going on in your heart. And it's really important for you to, at the end of the day, always come back to does this feel right for me? Does this feel good for my own alignment? Even if it's a massive prestige person telling you something, if it doesn't feel aligned with you, then you should not do it. You should not join it. You should not be a part of it. You should not put that onto yourself or start practicing that thing. That's why it's so important for you to, no matter what you do, to just at the end of consuming information, take what feels good to you and leave what doesn't. Like at the end of this video, take what feels good to your soul, and whatever doesn't feel good to you, whatever doesn't align with you, like that's not for you. That wasn't even for you to pick up. You're only here to pick up what feels good to you and bring it into your life and implement it into your life and help it express your soul, right? But all of the other stuff, like that's not meant for you. That's a message for somebody else that will align with somebody else. And all of our souls are so different. I totally believe that we have like core fundamental beliefs, right? That we're all love, we're all founded in love, and things like that, compassion and just all of that stuff. But besides that, we have so many different ways of being, of expressing ourselves, of being in soul alignment. Like everybody's soul is so different, and that's the beauty of it. And once you really start to understand what your soul is, like what it feels like to be with your soul, what it feels like to express your soul, you won't want to be anybody else. You won't want to dress like anybody else. You won't want to talk like anybody else. You won't want to look or act like, you won't want to do those things, because you'll be like, wow, it's cool to be me. Like it's fun to be me. I like to be me because I'm not like anybody else. And that really takes starting to spend time with yourself, starting to spend time with your soul. And that can be really hard, because at the beginning of that, we have to move through all of the other bullshit, all the trauma, all the limiting beliefs, all the childhood stuff. Like that stuff usually has to come up, and we have to look at it, because that stuff has formed who we are, because that stuff is really part of our soul. And it's not like our trauma is not who we are, but our trauma does help us form who we are and who we're meant to be. We have to look at all that stuff, and we can't skip that step. I am cooking fish right now, so I'll be right back because I need to go flip it. Okay, so that being said, I really want you guys to know that if you feel like you're going through an awakening in your life, like I am here for you 1,000,000,000%. I felt very alone, and sometimes I still do. I mean, I'm still going through my awakening, but I feel like a massive part of it has occurred for me. So I just want you guys to know that you have to get support by like-minded people. A lot of people don't know what an awakening is. They haven't been through one. They don't resonate with it. And it's very hard to be going through a time of shifting on a soul level, on an energetic level, when other people don't understand what that even means. You have to talk to people. You have to surround yourself with people who get it, with people who are going through it, have gone through it, are compassionate towards it, because if not, you will feel like you're going crazy, and you will just get caught up like in the confusion of it. So it's really important to listen to people talking about awakenings. It's really important that you feel like there are people that you can go to. So I'm always here for you to talk to you. I know for me, it was like really, really crucial that I spoke to spiritual people, intuitives, therapists, life coaches, people that like understand what it is, because you need that guidance, you need that support, because it's very scary and it's very intense. You're shifting and you're changing all of the beliefs that you have grown up with, and you're almost just like learning a new way of being. And there's a lot of fear that comes up, of course. You know, fear leads to freedom. And we have to look at our fears, we have to process our fears, we have to face our fears in order to have freedom in our life. And looking at our fears and facing our fears are massively, massively, massively terrifying. It's always good to have someone there to feel like you're getting supported, feel like you're not weird as hell. There have been so many things that have helped me throughout this process. So many things, so many books, like just I've been constantly seeking out help, because we really need a point of reference when we're going through a spiritual awakening, because like I said, we can feel alone, we can drift into like society, and most of society really doesn't understand what a spiritual awakening is. It's really, really important that you go to workshops, that you read books, that you watch videos, that you work with somebody. I would highly recommend getting a mentor or a coach or a therapist. Every single person needs one. This is the biggest, like, I don't know, I like talk about it so much, but it's extremely important because it's really good to have somebody that you don't have a sexual, a physical, an emotional, or a parental relationship to talk to about what you're going through. It's extremely, extremely important. One thing that has massively helped me throughout this process is pulling cards for myself, either tarot cards or oracle cards. It's been so helpful for me because if you get a deck that really aligns with what you're going through in life, it will speak to you like the card is literally made for you, literally speaking to you. And it's like you have a glimpse into the big picture of what's going on, and you have like your own like intuitive reader in front of you being like, do this with this situation, what's going on here, let's ask this question. Like, it is incredibly, incredibly amazing. One of the decks that I've been obsessed with is Work Your Light Oracle deck. And this deck is absolutely incredible. It is all about your awakening. Like, it's very spiritual. It's very, I don't know how to explain it. It's just amazing. It's perfect. It speaks to my soul. It talks about roses. It talks about the ever unfolding rose. It's so perfect for me. And I just like saw it and I was like, whoa, like that seems like it just felt like really right for me. And so I got it. And almost every day I pull cards. It's not like I do it, I just do it when I need to. And these specific cards, they have questions at the end, and they kind of also have a prayer. So you can journal on questions and really like work through stuff. Most cards don't have questions, so you kind of pull it and you're like, okay, like what do I make of this? But these cards I love because they ask you a question and then you can apply it to your life and really dig deep and work through some of your stuff. So I highly recommend these cards. I'm so excited. I'm actually going to Rebecca Campbell's workshop in May and I cannot wait for it. If you live in Tampa, she is having a workshop. Hay House Live is actually coming to Tampa and she is one of the presenters, so I highly recommend her, and I just can't wait to be in a room with her and all of the people. Like, it's gonna be so magical. So anyways, I hope this video helped you. Leave a comment below if it helped you. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always DM me on Instagram, ask me anything at all, and I would love to support you in any possible way. Coaching, Reiki, just a conversation, meditations, whatever it is, I'm 100% here for you guys, and I really want to help you through your spiritual awakening because I know the struggles of it, I know the beauty of it, but I know the need that there is for support and understanding. I'm 1000% going to make more videos talking about specific things with spiritual awakenings because there's so many details, there's so many little things about it, there's so many little shifts that we have to move through, and so many things that you probably feel like you're alone with while you're on your journey of your spiritual awakening. Like, you probably feel like no one else is going through this, but trust me, people are going through it. I might have even gone through it, and so we can talk about it, we can dive into it deeper, and be on this journey of aligning with our soul together. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe, leave a comment, like this video if it resonated with you, and I will see you soon. Mwah.